The final ascent has begun. Bitcoin entering the final stage of parabola. History shows what happens next. Insane gains, mass disbelief, late fear of missing out. Don't be the guy buying at 130,000. Welcome back, crypto crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you're ready to dive into today's market analysis, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe. And don't forget to come on over to X and follow us on X. All right, let's dive in. Let's just talk about the opening statement that I have here. We're talking about the final ascent has begun. It's entering its final upward trajectory. History shows what happens next. Insane gains, mass disbelief, and late FOMO. Don't be the guy buying at 130. So if we look at this weekly setup, Bitcoin's coiling for a massive move. The momentum is undeniable, and we're seeing patterns repeat from past cycles. Now we're going to dive in. I know you guys like to get into the short term. We're going to get into that a little bit today. And I'm going to do something a little bit dangerous. I'm going to actually do it on the fly. All right. So if we're looking at Bitcoin right here on a 2-hour chart, we can see that we hit close to the all-time high. We haven't taken that all-time high out yesterday. So we're currently trading right around 109,800 with the intraday high near 111. Yesterday we saw a 3% surge, briefly crossing 110 to 110.6 as traders, actually 110.8, as traders reacted to the U.S.-China trade talks, awaiting up, and also now awaiting upcoming inflation data. Now, we have to talk about yesterday, because yesterday was a great day, okay? And why I want to talk about that, I want to show you the trade setup that we had on. Our take profit was hit, and we escaped at near the high of the day. That is an incredible feat to do. So let's make sure we get up our position data. Let's go order history right here. Click it up for you on our preferred broker of choice, which is WEEX. It is right there. Closed the long at 110.568, fully filled. That is awesome. We enjoyed the party, but we did not overstay our welcome as of right now. So we're on to the next trade. We're looking for the next setup, and we're going to go over that for you guys on the short-term chart. So I just want to point you to this chart right here. We're finding new support in this area, okay, on the 2-day chart. Now, what happens if we fall out of the box? Well, it's possible. Yes, of course, because I believe that we're kind of in a potential consolidation phase again, but with higher levels of support. So if we fall out of the box, I'm looking at support, and I'm going to go over to this chart where we had the breakout pattern that we talked about yesterday. And I'm going to drop this down from a 12-hour to a 2-hour. Real cool, okay? So what we can do here is we can actually do some chart work, all right? We had the fake out down here where the world was coming to an end, and thank goodness the market recovered as we said it was going to do. And now we broke out of the triangle, and we are heading a bit higher. But we are hitting resistance right at 110.588, 110.600 right now. Fine, no worries, okay? We got our battle line right here. All right, now what I want to do really quickly is I want to just give you a little simple trend line. It's the best thing that you can use to really see what the market wants to do. You usually look for 3 touches of a trend line, but a 2-touch trend line is fine too. And since I'm working with a 2-day chart, I'm going to find this low point right here. I'm going to come across, and I'm going to actually move forward right there and give you that line. Okay, so now what we're creating right now for us is a potential support line right here that's falling right at around 107,000. That's the first line of support. Now we got the battle line at 106 right behind it. Okay, so we got double support in this area right here for the marketplace can actually come down, touch this level, and then rebounds up off of it through the top. That would actually be quite healthy for the coin itself. So I personally, as a trader, would like to see a retrace, because that's the point where we can get re-involved again, look to take a low risk buy on the coin. However, if we break up through the top, we have to worry about the good old false breaks. Happens a lot, so it's always best for me. I'm a type of trader that likes to try to buy on a dip if I'm thinking something's going up. However, if I don't have anything left, I'm going to look at the price action above the 111,900 level, which is like 112, which is where we basically had our first line in the sand before we retraced back down to the 100,300 level. So right now, the coin could fall out of the box, which I think could be pretty healthy. So I say that the short-term support sits at 107,000. Right below it, the battle line at 106,200 as a warning level. The main support for this coin right now, short-term, is 103,800. But here's the key. If we can close above the all-time high of 111,903, technically it drives Bitcoin to 116. Now, I want to just show you like what other people have just came up with. Like, we've been talking about this, and I want to show you this pattern. Right? We talked about this bull flag pattern. Okay. Now other analysts are calling for, because of this bull flag pattern, they're a little late. But I'm glad to see that they're starting to see what we see. They're calling for Bitcoin seriously for an upside movement of 160,000. Now, we got a target of 144,000, and I explained that to you on a previous video. But as you can see where we're sitting right now, we are out of the pattern right now. Right now, the coin is sitting outside, and it's actually threatening to move. Now, could we get a pullback? Yeah, we said we could get a pullback. And look where the pullback occurs at. Like 106, really. Okay, 105, 400. That would be, that's fine. All fine. As long as we don't break through the bottom of the 100,300. It's such a difficult number to say, because I'm a Forex trader. And, 4 digits is a lot for my mouth. I'm used to only like 159, 114. So as we sit right now, as I was telling you, because I know you guys like the short term, so really you could extrapolate a trend line. Actually, I would say this is a 3-touch trend line. It's a good trend line. It's coming up right now. So if I look at this candle right here, if I come down, I can see where the potential support is. As I move forward, wherever the candle is, I can actually see, as long as it's above the trend line, I'll actually see the support. So actually you can see the support is moving higher, basically confirming market structure, where we're saying that we're getting, higher lows, potentially higher highs. All right. So, as I said, I wanted to recap our trade. We hit the take profit last night. We didn't overstay our welcome. It was clean execution, and now we're looking for our next trade setup. And as you know, we're trading live Wednesdays and Saturdays. So make sure you join our community, and I'll show you how to do that at the end of the video. All right, let's get on to good old that's a bull flag pattern. Let's talk about money supply. All right, this is Bitcoin. It's the macro alpha. We had the reversal area down here. Liquidity is the fuel that's fueling this breakout rally. This is why we just smashed through 110. And it's only getting started. When M2 moves, Bitcoin moves. The data doesn't lie. It's all here. We've been saying that the coin follows liquidity. And we also said there was a 105-day lag. We're starting to get into now the beginning of the rock rolling down the hill. By June 30th, we should really have some really fireworks happening in this coin. And we anticipate, upward momentum because of the liquidity. All right. So I want to show you also, let's go back to the old bull run meter here. 0 out of 30. Now, we were saying that when the coin was 92,000, 82,000, we were saying, look at this. Nothing has been hit. It's all still green. All right. It's all still going on. It's all still saying hold. Damn, this thing was right. Damn, it was right. So I don't put too much faith in these things. I mean, I look at them kind of with a slanted eye. I say, okay, because markets can do anything. I've been around a long time, and I've seen markets do some crazy stuff. But damn, this thing was right. So we still have 0 out of 30. Okay, so if we go over to our bull run meter, hopefully that's the right chart. No, that's not the right chart. This is the right chart right here, I believe. Taking its time to load up. Let's kind of refresh this thing because it's not doing what I want it to do right now. There it is. Thank goodness. All right, so bull run meter. Okay, what we say about this chart is that history, rhythm, momentum, Bitcoin has just flipped into bull territory. Now, this is a 3-week chart, so it gives a lot of room for movement, okay? We're not just saying you just go buy this thing blindly. You got to pick your spots, okay? And we cover that in the short-term trading, all right? So, but overall, you don't want to fade this part of the cycle. You just don't want to do it. I was looking at this, and out of nowhere, what Robert Frost once wrote, in a lovely poem, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. The top is still miles ahead. It's still miles ahead." All right, let's talk about the little bro Ethereum while we're here, all right? And we really need to stress this. While most people ignored the signal, okay, good old little brother here flashed a hidden bullish divergence, and I want to refresh this chart because it's not showing my stuff that I want it to show. Kind of burping a little bit. We'll get through it. There it is. Oh, his hidden bullish divergence right here. Okay, we said this. Ethereum printed a hidden bullish divergence. Now it's breaking out exactly as expected. Keep in mind, major firms like MicroStrategy now hold 582,000. Okay, so of Bitcoin, but they also have a huge amount invested in Ethereum. So it's signaling continued institutional faith. Yet retail is still asleep. Ethereum is catching up. Don't sleep on this one. We said the breakout occurs what price? 2,800. We're very, very close to it. That's my point. I believe 2,800 sparks is the first spark to around 3,200. That's just my personal opinion. All right. So before we wrap up, I got to tell you about our free trading community, which I've been alluding to, which is where you can go and you can watch all our trades. And of course, we're going to start over again. All right, let's hear myself talk about this Bitcoin breakout pattern. That's not a bad thing.
The battlefield is drawn.
That's true. The battlefield was drawn, and we were right about it. All right, so I can't say that we were wrong about that. If it was a bad video, I wouldn't be showing it. All right, so you click over to this link right here. You'll be taken over here where you can join the community. It's completely free. And like I said, you'll be first updated when we're starting our live stream, when we're live trading Wednesdays and Saturdays. So we got you covered in this group. Insane trading, alpha and trading opportunities, breakout setups, long-term gens. It's all there. You want to follow us with our trusted broker. You come on over here. You click on this link. We'll be taken over to WEEX. This is our preferred broker of choice. All right, perfect for our strategies and execution, low fees, fast execution, really good broker. We suggest that if you want to follow our trades, like this one that we just had right there, close the long right there at 110.568. I have to give really kudos to Justin on that. I mean, that was really enjoying the party, but dancing near the door, man, right now. Anyway, so that was an excellent, excellent exit. Give the man a hand when you join the live trading community. Say, hey, That was awesome. You can't say it wasn't. Okay, all you haters out there, I don't care what you say. You can't say that was bad. You gotta say, hey, that was a good trade. All right, so that's it for today, Crypto Crew. Make sure that you follow us on X. If you love the breakdown, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Share the videos far and wide, man. I mean, we're looking, to build a big trading community here. So put in the comments, where do you think Bitcoin is headed? Tell us what you think about Ethereum. Put down your trades, what you're looking at, what other altcoins you're looking at, what other altcoins do you want us to look at, all right? And remember, always, always, always do your own research. Trade with your head, not over it. And remember, like Justin did, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.